And welcome back to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us pre-recorded on a Thursday. Because I'm pre-recording as many of these videos as I can, so I'm getting my copy of Pokemon Scarlet tonight, and I'm playing the fuck out of that tomorrow. So, yeah, or today. So, yeah, these are all getting pre-recorded as quick as possible. It's because it's from Bill Cipher, who asked the question, who would win in a fight, the Flash or Hit? Both are very powerful, but one is the speeds they're using the Speed Force, one is the 1,000-year-old assassin who can manipulate time. Now, most people would probably say the Flash is going to win. The Speed Force, he can only travel through time, travel so fast that he can outrun the speed of light, travel to the edge of reality, outrace death. But what if I told you that there is a feasible way that Hit can win this fight? So, again, it doesn't really matter which version of the Flash you're going with. All are well beyond the speed of light, like I'm trying to think of what the terminology is. Like in terms of like universal scaling, there's universal, multiversal, like I think it's outerversal, then hyperversal or something like that. But I don't know what the speed, what the terminology for speed is in that sense. Ooh, sorry, light. I have a flashlight here. I'm just testing it out. Point is, Flash can move so fast that it's incalculable. Like, he's done things that are just beyond the outskirts of reality, even vibrate his molecules to phase through reality warping energy. Hit is not that powerful. Let's just be honest. It's just not that powerful to affect things on a dimensional scale. What it is good at, though, is time manipulation in varying degrees. Hit can fire invisible blasts of energy that are not visible to the naked eye, unless you're capable of seeing that type of energy, which, as far as we know, you're not. He's a master of anatomy, knowing how to kill someone in a single hit. His ability is essentially to freeze time and to do it in starting out in small increments, like point some odd amounts of seconds at a time. And because of the speeds that Dragon Ball characters can move at, which is also well beyond light speed, like, again, it's near impossible to really determine. He couldn't do multiple things within those fractions of seconds, but then his fight with Goku led to him to increasing his time longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. And now which allows him now to, I don't even know how many seconds he can hold it for. But beyond that, he can also store all that time he uses, and do one of two things. One, kind of just displace himself in time, make himself pretty much intangible to touch, or two, trap someone in a cage of time so they can't move. Now, in terms of a fight, the cage of time technique would not really be a way to defeat Flash. It would just be a way to stop Flash, if it worked at all. But the fact is, the Flash can theoretically move through frozen time. He can move through time, back in time, forward in time. He can even theoretically move in frozen time, freeze time. But that comes down to being aware that time has been frozen in general. While the Flash can move through time, just because you stop time doesn't mean the Flash can just suddenly like, oh no, I'm moving so fast. That just because you stop the time doesn't mean anything. It's not quite how that works. Now, granted, the Flash can move so fast the time seems like it's standing still. But the Flash still has to be aware of that. If he's not moving at that speed, then when time stops, he should not theoretically be aware of that. Because he doesn't have, despite the fact that the Flash is capable of time travel, he is not temporally aware what's going on in time. He is just capable of going through time and, going through the highlight reels, all that. So with that said, before anyone thinks I'm starting to be like, oh, he's going to get the win and Hit. No, Barry would still win this fight the majority of the time. He's just too fast for Hit, generally speaking. Now that being said, Hit could definitely take a punch. In fact, Hit could take a lot of shots from the Flash, because he could take hits from Kaioken times 10 Super Saiyan Blue Goku, for God's sake, who was a universal level powerhouse. So if he could take shots from him, he could definitely take shots from the Flash, who doesn't normally hit with that level of power. He can, but he usually has to really get revved up and really be like going all out for that. And I don't know if he'd see hit as a big enough threat to be going all out for that. Now, if you get push comes to shove, sure. But still, the majority of the time, it's just going to be the Flash is going to outspeed hit. That is the given here. That said, however, as long as time is frozen and the Flash is unaware of this time freeze, Hit in theory could still get painful, possibly lethal shots in on the Flash. Add on the fact that the energy he fires is by all accounts invisible to the naked eye. It was only made semi-visible, I think, for us users or us watchers, so we knew where the attack was going. Then, yeah, he in theory could get one up on Flash because he could hit Flash in a vital point, which Flash, even though has a heightened sense of recovery and regeneration, he still is human. He still is mortal. He could still be killed theoretically. It's just not easy to do it. So Hit could, in theory, get an invisible strike in, freeze time, and then get the strike in, whatever need be. But with all that said, yes, the Flash is going to probably take the majority of the wins, regardless of who it is. Unless it's a kid Flash, regardless of who it is, the Flash is Barry or Wally. The Flash is going to take this win more oftentimes than not. But that's just my opinion. What do you think of the comments below? Let me know. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks for the next one.